Hello and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would get on here and show you how to add a, a ring mandrel like thing. This was just left over from something that I 3D printed. So since it was the perfect size for this little shaft we made in the previous video, this automatic turner, I thought I would get on here and show you how easy it would be to make a ring. And here's how I'm going to do it. We're going to need some Scotch tape, some curling ribbon, okay? And, you know, just the cheap stuff you get at the dollar store. And we're going to see if we can make a gold ring, a resin ring, using the same principle as we did before. You know, putting the packing tape around it to seal the front and the back. And I'm just going to go and seal this right here. I probably should have put some clear tape on it. Oh, look what I just did there. My goodness gracious. Okay. Now, I have no idea what size ring that I'm making, but it doesn't matter. I'm just here to demonstrate how easy it would be for somebody to make a ring. Let's see if this will fit around here. Will it fit? Oh, you kidding? Oh my goodness. Oh well. Again, don't use matte color tape. Use clear tape. But it's not going to matter. Not going to matter much at all. So we just want to seal this as best we can. Cut off the excess. Then we are going to wrap this around. Whoop, I turned it on accidentally. I'm going to wrap this around here. Oh my goodness gracious. Get on here. Okay. Now normally, this is kind of overkill, but normally I would just put some double adhesive tape on this and be done with it. I'm going to do it this way. Ideally, you would tack it down first. But I would like to have something shinier, so this is what I'm going to do. Now you can always buy a plastic ring mandrel, and I'm just going to make this nice and shiny because this is already a plastic-like substance, but I just wanted to double coat this because I can. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to put this on here. Make sure it fits nicely. We'll test it out. Look at that. Cool. Okay, be right back. Okay, so we are going to turn this on. And just like we did the beads, well, you want to make sure that it's not crooked. I can see that it's a little crooked there. There we go. There we go. And we're just going to put a thin bead of hard type UV resin. And I'm going to put it around the edges there. Looks pretty good. Look at that. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this underneath the light and for about 30 seconds. And I'll be right back. Gonna give this another coat. It looks really good though, I think. I'm gonna give this another coat. Make sure you don't get any bubbles in here. The reason I'm not torching this, you know, putting a flame to it or putting a heat gun to it, is because I'm working with plastic and I don't want to damage my little turner here. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I can see I already messed up a little bit, but we've got a glob. No worries, that can be sanded down. We're just going to get it all over the tape, all over the ribbon that I put on here, actually. I am making a hot mess, but it's still going to be pretty decent. We'll just have a bunch of cleanup to do. But anyway, you could tell from the first round of, and make sure that you get your isopropyl alcohol, 91%. Clean off your brush. Before you expose it to UV resin. All right, we're gonna go under here for about 30 seconds. I'm going to water cure this before I take it off. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to spray it instead of putting it in a bath. I'll just expose it. Make sure that you don't get any water inside the little mandrel or the little shaft or your little battery box there, because you will kill it, and you don't want to kill it. You want to be able to use it for a long, 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 long time. But yeah, originally I thought, well, we can turn pens, and I thought, well, we can also turn rings other than beads. So this does some double duty here. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna put some alcohol on this, and we are going to take it off of here, put this up here. Look at how pretty that is. My goodness. Okay, and now okay, ideally it would come off, but you know, I stuck some resin on here. So I tell you what I'm going to do off camera. I'm just going to nudge this a little bit because see, we already put tape around it, and it should come right off. Okay, so we have got the ring off of our little mandrel, and we're just going to go and sand down the little imperfections here. Now, of course, if you had some piping, like aluminum piping, or, you know, just wire that you flattened out, or however you want to make your ring base, and then you want to put resin over the top of it, you can do really whatever you want. Even a copper pipe. You just get a pipe cutter. They're just really tiny things, or you can get a jeweler's saw. Really, the sky is the limit on what you're going to do, or what you can do, I should say, not what you're going to do. But anyway, so I just have a little emery board here because that's really all that's required. Now, this is thin in some spots, but again, this is just to show you what can be done. Now, I am going to Clean this up a little bit. And you don't even have to use water with it. This is by no means a perfect ring. So you got some little shards there. So what you can do is you can shave it off. You just take a razor blade, but I'm impatient here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off. Of course, if you wanted to sand it down with the proper grit, you could do a more professional job. But what we're going to do is we're going to seal the inside now and the outside. Actually, I'll take this little file. Again, this is just a sample. I doubt it will fit. Oh, look at that. It actually fits. That's pretty funny. Didn't plan for that. But anyway, you just want to clean it up a little bit. So if you're in a pinch and you don't have any metal, or you don't want to buy stainless steel ring blanks, this is what you can do. And I'm showing you this in real time just because I want you to see how simple this is. And I'm sure that, well, some of you out there watching will come up with some fabulous ideas. And I would love to see them. But this is just on the cheap. If you don't want to buy an expensive lathe, you know, 10 bucks and a few household items, and you can have your little ring thing. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put this back on. Well, let's see here. I'm not gonna put it back on there. What I'm going to do is just hold it a little bit. And I'm going to put outside of the, on a plastic little thing that I'm doing here, I'm just going to put a little bit on a paintbrush. I'm going to seal it. And we'll just do a little bit at a time. And look how that's coming to life. Isn't that pretty? I'll do half of this, and then I'll do the other half. Don't forget to wipe your brush off with isopropyl alcohol. Otherwise, you will not get the resin out of your brush. I'm using a little sable brush here. You don't have to use sable. It's just nice and soft, and I like the way that it looks when I rinse it off with isopropyl alcohol. It's very sturdy. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the other side off camera, and I will show you what the finished product looks like. And now that we have coated it with resin and we gave it a quick cure, I'm going to cure it in some water. And we'll do that for about 60 seconds. And we are going to put a little 91% isopropyl alcohol, clean this up a little bit. Make sure it's nice and not sticky. And there's a little bit of cleanup work to do on here, but you just repeat the process. So I'm not going to do that because I have no use for this ring. I just wanted to show you that you can make your own ring. it wouldn't be very durable because you need something strong to stabilize it with. But yeah, that's really pretty cool. So I was just using, again, Scotch tape, clear taping, clear, clear packing tape, Scotch tape, whatever you have, transparent tape, doesn't matter the brand, and some curling ribbon from the dollar store, and add a little mandrel to your homemade bead turner, which is now a ring turner. And yeah, one thing I would do is, if you're going to make something like this and you have a 3D printer, or you make molds of them, just make sure that you coat it with a clear transparent tape so it's easier to get off, because this is in pretty rough shape. But not a big deal. I can just print another one, or I can print it in different sizes to what I really need. So yeah, you can make yourself a whole set. All right. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and share if you like. Okay, bye-bye.